Alice Springs was named after Lady Alice Todd, wife of the pioneer of Australian telegraph, Sir Charles Todd. The wonderland called Alice Springs is a major cultural centre for Aboriginal art.
Hi, my name's Carl Bozick. I'm the owner-operator of Yubu Napa Art Gallery in Central Australia, Alice Springs. Our gallery's been set up for 6 years now, and our focus is on visitors being able to come and see the beautiful art that's created in Central Australia by many of our Aboriginal artists, so you get to meet the artists creating their new projects.
Nice. So I heard once that Alice Springs was this like really rough town in the middle of Australia. And then I heard that Alice Springs is the center of the art movement in all of Australia, and it has more art galleries like this than anywhere else in the country. Nice. Yeah, I'm fitting right in. What a bad throat you have.
Excuse me.
But look at this. There's so many reds here. I feel like if I stand in the corner, I could disappear. No?
Yeah, you just need those two.
Yeah, right. Wow. Man, these must have taken a long time to make any of this.
Doesn't this remind you of that, the Gond and the Madhubani art and stuff? Central India?
Tribal art. I guess tribal art has similarities everywhere.
और देखते हैं और क्या?
Fish, crocodiles. Ooh, look at this. Yeah. There's like rock embedded inside a didgeridoo.
Old termite dreaming. Oh, so this is one of the traditional ones which is like emptied by termites. We were absolutely stunned with this indigenous art exhibit, and we really look forward to meeting its creators.
Hey, Mayur.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Yubanappa, I'm Carl.
Carl, I'm Rocky.
Hi, I'm Mayur. We
Mayur.
have some beautiful stuff here.
Fantastic.
Are you standing on a chair, Carl? Or?
No, not at this stage. I've just ate too much Vegemite, so that's our trick.
This is you.
That's a good advert for that.
So is this your place?
Yes, it is, yes.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm looking around. It's stunning to see.
And there's a lot more to see. Very much what we focus on is not only the traditional Aboriginal art formats, but very much about supporting the emerging artists who are doing their own thing these days. So it's actually quite difficult to define Aboriginal art. Modern Aboriginal art, it's taking all different directions.
It's heading in different ways. So this one's about 2 or 3 kilos. Now somebody would actually throw this.
This one is a bit oversized. These are very much made in the traditional way. There's no modern tools applied to these at all, right down to using the chert, which is similar like a flint stone. These are actually made in the far western desert by young men, and it's a mental health program trying to encourage young Aboriginal men to continue the tradition of tool making,
Right.
but also gaining the opportunity to earn money, which is extremely difficult in the more remote communities. So it's about supporting local enterprise in very, very remote Aboriginal communities.
For us, it's easier because we actually, the art of Central India, we have a lot of the tribes, and we have art like Madhubani and the dot art, where a lot of people from the old tribes, they do it. And a lot of it is actually quite similar.
Quite similar,
to this.
absolutely, yes. I've made that distinction as well quite often.
But it's absolutely beautiful, the colors they use. Oh. Oh,
Any
okay.
digits on it?
You think I could try one of those?
You certainly may.
Okay.
So these are meant for accompaniment?
Absolutely, so you've got the digi player and you can certainly do the tempo.
Oh,
Very impressive.
Aborigines don't have a language, do they? I mean, do they have a written
Well, they
language?
have a language, but not
Not a written language.
Yeah, absolutely.
So these are their traditional stories?
Yes, so these are...
Do you know what this story is? What does this say? Do you know?
Yep.
Because I can see there's a mountain in there and there's some sun happening and I don't know. I don't
Yep,
know. I don't
okay.
know, yeah.
Not a good effort. So this is a collaborative by Damien Marks and Yuppie Marks. So that in itself is quite unusual, having two different genders, husband and wife. They're both from different communities as well. This is actually a modern story about Yuppie's grandfather was killed in a hailstorm. We get hail here. Okay, and he was actually killed. So this is actually depicting the story, but the important iconography, whenever you see this U shape, that represents people. Okay? So now these U shapes have one stick next to them. That means they're women. Okay, that's a digging stick. If they were male figures, you would either have two of those representing two spears, or one of those in a boomerang. Now, if there's a very important figure, that would be represented larger to denote seniority. Right. Children are painted smaller. Okay, so that is a classic iconographic representation of people for Central Australian artists.
If I was to see ancient Aboriginal paintings, for example, on a rock wall, it wouldn't have so many dots.
It wouldn't have probably many dots at all, and it wouldn't even represent so much people. Okay, it was very straightforward. While in Central Australia, the animals weren't even actually physically drawn. Tracks would represent the animal.
It'd be really cool to be able to see.
That's cross-hatching, huh?
This, eh?
And that's
cross-hatching. Now that is Northern Australia. It's not represented here. Again, you can imagine the labour component to painting that. Very intensive. People here found it was survival every day.
It'd be really cool to actually see this being done, eh? Imagine being there when they're doing this.
Well, I can't show you the cross-hatching, but one of our great things about Yubu Napa, we're a working studio as well. So nearly all the art we have here is painted by artists who come in and work with us. And we've got 3 ladies in today if you'd like to come down.
Oh, wonderful. So I just want to check. How do you pronounce the name of the gallery again?
Yubu Napa.
Yubu Napa.
Yeah, Yubu Napa Gallery. It's got a double meaning. It means to do the right thing, and it's reciprocal. So you Yubanappa, I Yubanappa. It means something beautiful comes out of it.
Sounds good. So do you think we could go and see the
Absolutely.
The
we'll wander down now.
Okay. Lovely. Oh, this is the big one where the
This is the gallery space.
This is incredible.
Well, this is the parallel. So this is by a very senior artist. We refer to her as Mrs. Porter. Now, this is Mrs. Porter telling the story as it was painted shown to her, as it was drawn in the sand originally.
What's beautiful for me right now when I stand here, and I'm looking here and I can feel these things exploding out at me from all sides. It's almost psychedelic in a way. Are you getting that effect? Just come and stand here. Come and stand here. Stand here and just look at the middle of it. And you see how those little circles explode out of the sides?
They're like, almost like calling for your attention.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly the key point of the painting. So this is women's ceremony. We can see the ewes as well, representing people. And this is the food afterwards, so as we call it, the bush tucker. But the great thing about art is it's about also your perception. So how it speaks to you might be completely different to how it speaks to the next person.
But I love that the painting that Rocky's really picked, that he really likes, has food in it.
There you go.
How do you do it?
It called me. It spoke to me. It was like, come here, look at me.
Dotting is a trademark Aboriginal painting style from the Papunya movement of the 70s. Most artists use this today to create their masterpieces. It is a world of camouflage, secrecy, and ritual.
So this is our open studio space.
Okay.
So this is Andrea Adamson, one of our artists who works
How are
with
you,
us in
Andrea?
Yubanappa.
I'm Rocky.
I'm Mayur.
Mayur.
So, and what are you making? What story?
I'm painting with 7 sisters.
Okay.
The Seven Sisters, the constellation in the sky, the stars.
They turned the star. They was traveling all the way from
around
There's
the world. Yeah.
to north. But they was creating lots of rockholes. Some people know that story, Seven Sisters. They was traveling around the world. Not in Australia, but everywhere.
And where are they on the painting now? Where are the Seven Sisters?
They're right there.
Oh, this is the Seven Sisters, huh?
This is a rockhole. They was dancing all night.
And sand dunes here.
Was sand hills.
But it's a creation story, so it was about forming the landscape, features in the landscape, but it's also a story about jealousy. So the Seven Sisters, they were running away from someone, weren't they, Andrea?
Yep,
And what was his name?
that's Wadinyiru.
Wadinyiru. So I talked before about the U-shapes and the difference between a male figure and a female figure.
Yes.
So do you think you can find Wadinyiru, the man?
The pointy.
Oh, here he is.
There's the U-shape, and how do you know what his
Yes,
gender
right.
is?
That's the man and his boomerang and his
Pointy
spear.
bits, the
There you
boomerang.
go. You're reading the story.
Yeah.
And footprints? Those
That's
ones?
a guppy, water.
Guppy, water, so
Rockhouse,
that's a river there. So it's a story of jealousy. He didn't want just one sister, he wanted all of them. So not necessarily Andrea's story, but another common story is to punish them. He turned them into stars and sent them up into the sky. As retribution, the Seven Sisters turned him into a star, brought him up into the sky as well, but for eternity, he'll always be chasing, but he will never have.
Wow. Oh. Which basically in today's 21st century is what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
They don't realize they're cursed. They're always chasing something and they never get it.
Something better, accept what's on offer, but if you want more, keep chasing. And perhaps never will have.
Yeah. And now the Seven Sisters just live in the sky. They don't come down to earth anymore. They always live in the sky.
They drew the star now. They star.
They're stars now.
Yep.
That was really, the story was very nicely told. I got all the emotions in there.
Yep.
But the actual story, I mean, I got bits that the elder sister was trying to protect the younger sisters.
Yep.
And the bad man was like peeping through.
That's right.
And then?
So it's again the story about jealousy and protection. Okay, so it's essentially the women taking care of the women because the man is the threat, isn't he?
Right.
Going beyond language barriers, the indigenous lady expressed the story of the Seven Sisters through mime. It's the legend of the star cluster Pleiades, which is found in various ancient cultures, including Hinduism, as Kritika Nakshatra.
So the elder sister was trying to protect the younger sisters from the evil man.
That's it. Yep.
He was trying to catch them young, she said.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
That was such great stories. It must be beautiful, Carl, to be able to spend your life with so much art all around you.
Oh, very lucky. Very lucky. And hopefully you learnt a fair bit as well, and you get to share the story and the cultures.
Of the beautiful similarities.
Absolutely.
Kieran, who's been telling me you've been giving them recommendations about where they're going to find good Indian food today?
Well, yeah, I've got a couple of recommendations for you. You know, a couple of spots.
For us as well?
Well, if you're interested.
Yeah, somewhere close by because we're really hungry, man.
Vietnamese.
Oh, really?
You like it? Yep, beautiful place, local produce. All fresh, delicious.
Hey, my mother-in-law is from Vietnam.
Oh, you'll love it then.
So yeah, I get some brownie points, we'll put it on camera and stuff.
There you go.
Are you okay with that?
Ma, how can I mess with mother-in-law?
Wow, I wonder if they'll
So
have
listen,
some nice
does your
food.
mother-in-law ever cook for you, by the way?
Yeah, she does.
Don't lie. Tell
She
the
does.
truth.
She does.
What does she make?
Egg fried rice. Look, all the really nice Vietnamese food.
Okay, what
Yeah.
else? What back-breaking dish does she do for you because she loves you so much?
I'm going to have words with her about that. Mom-in-law.
Wedge-tailed.
I'll give you a wedge-tail.
Oh, wedge-tailed eagle. Whoa, look at him. He's beautiful. Wow, you think we could turn and go back? Yeah?
Yeah, I reckon.
All right,
Let's do it.
awesome. Wow. That was amazing. That was the wedge-tailed eagle. That's the biggest predator in Australia. Huge. The females grow a lot bigger than the males. And typically you see them sitting here. Now we've chased him off his perch. He really liked this perch. He wanted to sit here. You can see he's flying around, circling, waiting for us to leave, and then he'll come back. But if we don't leave, he'll go away. So I think we should get out and go back to the bus and let him come back to his favorite perch. Come on. Next pit stop was a tribute to Mayur's mom-in-law at this quaint Vietnamese restaurant.
Hi, I'm Yubu Napa from Alice Vietnamese restaurant. I'm a chef here. We started the restaurant in 2007. We're very happy when we heard that Rocky will come from India, all the way from India to our restaurant. So yeah, we were very happy.
I'm telling you, this is the finest thing you can drink in Australia, the ginger beer. Oh, this is really good.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi. I'm Rocky.
Zoom.
Zoom, how are you?
How are you? I'm Mayur.
Zoom.
Kieran.
Kieran.
Here, Zoom. Yeah.
So, Zoom, we've heard lots of good things about your place.
Yeah.
And he's almost Vietnamese.
Well, my mother-in-law is Vietnamese, so my wife is half Vietnamese.
Yes.
We have a bit of a challenge for you. I think they eat everything, but I'm vegetarian.
Vegetarian, yeah?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, you're on a diet, drink ginger beer.
Yeah.
So what are we eating, Zoom? What's like the best things that we must have?
The best thing you must have here is something out of the garden.
Something from
Fresh.
the garden.
Yeah.
Oh, you're growing stuff in your garden?
Yeah, we have grown most of the stuff in the garden.
Wow.
So we supply our,
Oh, that's
customers.
super. Could we go and take a look at it?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Okay,
Yes.
but
Help you pick
can
all
we-
the stuff and then we can cook
Yeah,
it.
Can we
go
all-
pick them now and then cook now and eat now.
Okay.
And then we followed Zung into an absolutely stunning vegetable patch right next to the restaurant.
And this one is cherry tomatoes.
Ooh, look at those. Those
Yeah.
look really nice. Hey, you want to taste this, Leo? Oh my God. So good. Here's some. That looks good, huh? That is a good tomato, Zoom. That is a really good tomato.
Cherry tomatoes.
From fresh greens to a giant pumpkin, we had our hands full. Now, we just had to wait and guzzle a few more glasses of ginger beer while Zoom cooked some delicious, mouth-watering Vietnamese fare for us.
Life's little pleasures include picking up fresh produce and finding it cooked to perfection at your table.
So it's ready.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Vegetable Vietnamese spring roll, cold roll.
Thank you.
And just meat, prawn, and pork.
Lovely.
Wow.
That's it, huh? Fresh.
Main's ready.
Pretty much.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, fantastic.
Australian barmani fish with all the spicy that you just get from the garden.
Beautiful.
That is lovely.
Wow.
Thank you.
And the garden bắp choy. This one vegetable for you, tofu with cashew nut.
Thank you very much.
Go right ahead.
Let me try this marrow.
And the chicken curry, small one. And jasmine rice to share.
Thank you.
Lovely.
You know what I find really interesting? The fact that you're sitting in Australia because you're getting authentic Vietnamese meal.
That's it.
Given to you by somebody from Vietnam. But then every sentence there's a no worries, mate. It's like, oh.
Oh boy. So it's good, huh?
So how's the food?
So that's.
Everything's okay?
I think everything is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We really
And
enjoyed
thank you
that.
for coming our restaurant.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yep, okay, no worries. Yep.